Every cell in you belongs to me. Your mind, your body. You have no choice.
Deep within the complex tapestry of mutant-kind, there lurks a figure steeped in darkness, Mister Sinister, a genius twisted into a malevolent force. He's obsessed with genetic manipulation and unlocking the ultimate potential of evolution. Born Nathaniel Essex, a brilliant 19th century biologist, his life was forever altered by a fateful encounter with the ancient mutant, Apocalypse. With enhanced powers, a relentless ambition, and a chilling disregard for morality, Sinister is a formidable foe to the X-Men and to mutant-kind as a whole. Let's delve into the chilling origins, the vast range of powers at his disposal, and the terrifying legacy of this monstrous villain. History, from brilliant biologist to twisted geneticist. Nathaniel Essex's story begins in the shadows of Victorian England, where the renowned biologist was utterly consumed by Darwin's theories of evolution. His groundbreaking, if controversial, ideas hinted at the untapped potential within the human form, but his theories earned him scorn and ostracization from the scientific community. Further isolated by personal tragedy, Essex spiraled into obsession, and ultimately crossed paths with Apocalypse. This ancient mutant recognized the spark in Essex's work and transformed him into something far more sinister.
Master. At long last, we have the genetic material.
The immortal being known as Mister Sinister. No longer a visionary scientist, Essex's brilliant mind was consumed by a perverse fascination with genetics. He became fixated on unlocking the evolution of mutant-kind, believing certain bloodlines, like the Summers family, held the key to his vision.
If only Xavier's orphans knew the future we have in store for them.
This obsession set the stage for decades of brutal conflict with the X-Men, champions of peace who threatened to undermine his twisted ambitions, powers and abilities. Shape-shifting, master of deception and destruction. Apocalypse's genetic alterations gave Sinister unparalleled power, starting with his terrifying ability to manipulate his own body. With complete cellular control, he can flawlessly alter his appearance, becoming a living infiltrator. But this shape-shifting isn't just about mimicry. He regenerates wounds at an alarming rate, and even transforms his body into horrific living weapons, making him physically unpredictable as well as tactically dangerous. Mind and matter, Sinister's telekinetic and telepathic domination. Sinister's terrifying abilities extend far beyond the physical. His raw telekinetic power allows him to manipulate the world around him with terrifying precision. He deflects energy blasts, levitates opponents, and crushes them with unseen force. Even more sinister is his deep well of telepathic skill. Sinister's mind is a weapon. He invades memories, alters perceptions, and when it suits him, he can completely dominate a victim's will.
Force is quite useless. My influence over your mind is full.
Turning them into puppets of his dark design. Unstoppable resilience, regeneration, superhuman might, and energy blasts. Sinister's capacity for destruction is matched only by his terrifying resilience. His accelerated healing factor allows him to regenerate from wounds that would devastate even the most durable mutant. This resilience, combined with his superhuman strength, speed, and stamina, make him a true force to be reckoned with, even in direct physical combat. And to further stack the odds in his favor, Sinister can fire concussive blasts of energy from his hands, eyes, and the iconic diamond mark upon his forehead, blasts potent enough to rival even Cyclops' devastating optic beams. Technological genius and master of teleportation. It's not just biological might that makes Sinister so dangerous, but his genius-level intellect and command of technology. He is a true scientific visionary, seamlessly interfacing with advanced systems, controlling security measures within his vast network of hidden bases, and even teleporting at will through mysterious Tesseract tech. This mastery of technology gives him an unpredictable edge, allowing him to strike from anywhere and disappear without a trace. Genetic absorption, an ever-expanding power set. Perhaps most disturbing of all is Sinister's ability to assimilate the powers of other mutants into his own genetic makeup. With chilling examples like his absorption of Thunderbird's enhanced strength and speed, it's clear that Sinister sees every mutant as a potential resource to plunder and exploit. This power makes him virtually unstoppable, a monstrous collector whose abilities are constantly evolving, keeping his victims and the X-Men forever on their toes. Manipulation, minions, and a legacy of evil. Despite his obvious power, Sinister understands that raw force alone isn't always the most effective tool. He's a master of deception and coercion, capable of bending vulnerable or greedy mutants to his will. Victims like Gambit and Scalp Hunter serve as tragic examples of those he's used for his own gain. He also commands the Marauders, a ruthless force unleashed to carry out his most brutal plans. And in a dark act of narcissism, he created his own clone, Miss Sinister, an echo of his own malevolent power, ready to continue his work should he fall. Sinister's ambition extends far beyond individual victories. Each brutal act is calculated to further his goals, and he's shown an alarming capacity to twist entire societies to his will. His creation of Sinister London, a hidden mutant civilization beneath Alaska, showcased his willingness to experiment on a grand scale. And who can forget his audacious plot to birth multiple Madeline Pryor clones empowered by the Phoenix Force, a scheme that could have rewritten reality itself. The long game, Sinister's infiltration of Krakoa. With his vast power and genius-level intellect, Sinister understands how to play the long game. He's not bound by conventional morality or the same short-term goals that often limit other villains. Even his shocking invitation to Krakoa's quiet council serves a larger, as yet unseen purpose. From within the heart of this new mutant nation, he manipulates access to genetic data, perhaps setting the stage for a future where he controls the destiny of all mutant kind or destroys it completely. Immortal and unstoppable, Sinister's refusal to die. Perhaps the most terrifying aspect of Mister Sinister is his sheer tenacity. He has faced defeat numerous times, only to re-emerge from hidden clones scattered across the world.
I warned you before to leave us alone!
What? Impossible.
You stay away from our son!
This resurrection ability gives him the confidence to take risks others would not, making him a constant threat even to the most powerful heroes. His immortality is a curse upon the world, ensuring his dark ambition has no true end in sight. It's tempting to view Mister Sinister simply as a power-hungry monster, but the truth is far more chilling. He is, in his own twisted way, a man of science, obsessed, unethical, unquestionably evil, but driven by a thirst for knowledge nonetheless. His actions aren't about power for power's sake. He's consumed by the pursuit of evolution, an obsession that has destroyed all sense of humanity within him. That blend of scientific brilliance and utter lack of morality is what makes him such a terrifyingly effective villain. Mister Sinister embodies the terrifying potential for genius twisted toward evil. Brilliant, powerful, unrelenting, and utterly amoral, he is a relentless force pushing the boundaries of science, ethics, and what it means to be human or mutant. So what truly haunts you about Mister Sinister? Is it his raw power, his terrifying intellect, or the knowledge that his wicked experiments might never truly end? Let us know in the comments below, and if exploring the dark side of heroes is your thing, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into extraordinary villains.
Sinister.
Is it now? Ladybird, Ladybird.